Hey, I am Desiree Cocroft, your Get Your Life coach. I am also your life strategist, transformation coach, and author and speaker. And I'm here to talk to you about three things. These are the three top things that I really believe get in the way of confidence. So when you're trying to build confidence for yourself, when you're trying to step out and do something new, I feel like these are the three biggest confidence traps. And so number one is information overload. Can we say that it is way too much information out here for us? Way too many things for us to know. And I have fallen into this trap, and I know a lot of my clients fall into this trap, that when you have so much information before you, you start questioning the things that you're good at. You start thinking that you're not enough. You start having FOMO, fear of missing out with what other people are doing. And so sometimes we can dip into information so much, like we're doing the learning that we need to, we're in different coaching programs, we get certifications, or we're just finding that, wow, it seems like so many other people know more than I know. And so before you know it, we don't have the confidence in ourselves to even take the first step. And so we have to really look out for how much information we're consuming and kind of recognize, is it really feeding us or is it hindering us? Is it paralyzing us? So that's number one, information overload. How can you really close down on all the information that you're taking in and recognizing, just taking time to notice, is it really making a difference in what action I'm taking? Is it influencing me in a way? It might be really, a subconscious thing. You might not really be noticing that it is affecting your decision making, but I bet if you took a break from a lot of information that is coming your way, whether it's digital or whether it's something because you're doing a lot of conversations with people in person, all the things, there might be a reason why that information is really hindering you. All right, so that's number one. Number one, because we're so inundated, I know that this is like a number one thing. Number two is that we don't have a definition of our own success. This is a big confidence killer, because if we have a definition of our own success, we're not so worried about what other people are doing, what we don't seem like we're not doing, whether we're doing something right or whether we're doing something wrong. The thing is, it's great to be in circles of people that are doing awesome things. It can definitely be a motivator. It can definitely help you see what you would not have been able to see otherwise. I know that my circle, my masterminds, the people that I'm around in my life, being able to see the great things that they have done has been motivating to see the possibilities, right? However, when I don't have an accurate definition of success for this season in my life, I can find myself not feeling as confident to step out and do what I had described for myself to be my idea of success, because I'm worrying about did I choose the right path? Should I be going for more? Should I be stretching myself? I see so many people doing X. Am I selling myself short? And so it kind of creates this analysis paralysis. So just like with information overload, when it comes to defining your success, it will help be your kind of home, your station for what it is that you desire. It'll anchor you so that when you do see people doing great things, you'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that they are doing that. And this is where I am right now. And this is what I'm going to do. And so you can continue to move forward instead of analysis paralysis or kind of throwing everything out and feeling like you have to start over because you don't think what you had planned or what you desire to do is good enough. So start where you are and not worry so much about what other people are doing. Definitely celebrate it, but having that definition of success can really help anchor you and continue to, fuel your confidence that, hey, you're on your own path. You're doing this for your journey and not anyone else's. And the last thing that I believe is a confidence killer, and none of us can avoid it, is the word no. And so I talk about this in other videos around the word no, and just how no one really wants to be told no. We don't go asking for things expecting no. However, there is a book, and I talk about it in other videos, Rejection Proof, and this author actually went out to seek out no's. Seek out no's to do his own research on rejection. And rejection has nothing to do with you. And I've talked about this before. It has everything to do with what the other person needs. And it has nothing to do with your own self-worth and who you are, your self-esteem and all of that may be tested as a result of the no, but it really has nothing to do with who you are at the core. And a lot of times it's a confidence killer though. When we hear the word no, when we're rejected, we kind of take it personally and we don't want to do whatever it is that we sought out to do anymore, instead of finding the yes. And so we know if we continue to ask, make powerful declarations of what we want to people, eventually someone is going to say yes, because we live in a world of billions of people. So there are so many opportunities for someone to say yes. You just haven't found the right person, or you may not be articulating what you desire in a way to help people understand what it is that you want. So it's one of two things, and as you go through the no's, it'll give you the feedback that you need to know how you can trim your message, say things in a different way to help people further understand what it is that you offer, you desire to do, so that you can get closer to what you want. However, no ends up being a confidence killer for many. So I want to encourage you, keep getting no's and taking that feedback so that you can go back to the table and figure out, okay, how could I say this better? How can I help other people understand? Or maybe find a different person to talk to help me really think about how can I get more yeses. But again, putting yourself out there, getting in the field, getting no's is going to help you better articulate your way of finding more yeses. So hopefully this is helpful to you. I'm sure you identify with one of these confidence killers, and I'm hoping that you can not be killed by any of them because you're now just giving yourself an opportunity to get self-aware of which one is holding you back so that you can make some shifts. Again, as always, I have plenty of goodies in the subscription box. Remember, you can always get my book, Get Your Life Today, 7 Success Hacks for Life, Leadership, and Business. And you can also get my Clarity Workbook that gives you the opportunity to figure out what you want to do with your life right now in some easy steps. And you can also get Audible. Yes, it is an affiliate link, so it costs nothing more for you, but it does help support my channel. If you are interested in Audible, I always love to suggest great books, and I suggested one today, which is Rejection Proof, and I did listen to that on Audible. I love Audible because it helps me to continue to learn and grow professionally without taking a whole lot of time to always sit down and read a book. So go ahead and get that free 1-month subscription on me. So until the next time, go and be great.